Hey everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So today's in this video we will discuss a Cognizant Communication Assessment Round grammar questions. As I have mentioned in the previous video, Cognizant hiring process that their first round will be communication assessment round, and in that communication assessment round almost 50%, around 34 questions will ask from grammar section itself. So today's in this video we will see previous year grammar questions. So let's start the video, but before that, if you are new to our channel, so subscribe our channel for latest hiring updates and placement preparations. You will get valuable knowledge here. And if you are targeting Cognizant, especially Cognizant, because as we all know that Cognizant is going to hire soon for 2026 batch of campus by Superset platform. Around January, there will be hiring for there will be a hiring. They will release a hiring for 2026 batch of campus by Superset on January itself. So if you are targeting Cognizant, so start preparing seriously, and you can follow this playlist for Cognizant. I can ensure you that you will get valuable knowledge here, and you will definitely benefited by this playlist. So let's start the video. In this video I'll share all questions that are asked in a grammar section. There will be three type of questions. The first type of question is read the sentence and fill in the blank using the correct form of a verb. So the first type of question is using the correct form of verbs given in the bracket. So the options will be given in the bracket. We have to choose from the given options, and what is the correct answer for fill in the blanks. So let's start with the first question. First question is the Prime Minister blank the new economic policy today. So answer we have to choose from these given options. The Prime Minister announce or the Prime Minister announces. So the right option is announces. Why? Because with a singular noun we uses verb first form plus s or es. So the correct answer is announces, and the right sentence would be the Prime Minister announces the new economic policy today. Second question is blank to work every day. So drive to work every day or drives to work every day. So correct answer is drive to work every day. Third question is she blank the news from her parents because she was scared. So we have to choose answer from hide or hides. So as we know that with singular noun we uses a verb first form of verb with s or es. So the right answer is hides. Okay, these type of questions are asked very frequently. Remember the concept that with a singular noun we have to use a verb first form with s or es, and with a plural noun we have to use a first form of verb itself. We don't add s or es with plural, but we add s or es with singular nouns. Okay, so remember this concept. Let's come to the fourth question. If he or she insists or insists too much, I will have to agree. Now answer the correct option for this question. You can pause the video and answer these questions in the comment section. So I will also gain the idea that you are serious about your placements. Okay, so if a he or she, they are not talking about a he and she, they are talking about a he or she. So here also singular noun is using, because why? Because they are using he or she, either he or either she. So the correct answer is insists. Okay, let's come to the next question. Missiles along with joint pains, blank, severely uncomfortable. Okay, so measles is a name of a disease and it is a singular. So the correct option is. Okay, measles is a name of a disease, a kind of a disease. We call that measles. So measles along with joint pains is severely uncomfortable. You can check. Yeah, with 5, correct answer is. Next question, the percentage of employees who got promoted, blank, very encouraging. So we are talking about the percentage, not employees. We are not talking about employees. In this sentence, we are talking about the percentage of employees who got promoted. So the right answer is. Okay, because the percentage is singular. So the correct sentence would be, the percentage of employees who got promoted is very encouraging. Next question, I currently blank and will stole. So I currently but can will stole. But itself will be the correct option. Why? Because I is a plural noun, and with plural noun we only use a verb first form. We don't add s or es. Please remember. Okay. Next question. I did not blank them for help because I felt awkward. So I did not, okay, ask them for help because I felt awkward. It is a simple past negative sentence. So for a simple past, we simply uses verb first form, and helping verb we did. So the correct option is ask itself. The next question is, by the time we finish our trip, B blank all our savings. So B will have spent. So we have to make this sentence correct in correct tense. So you have to identify in a which tense this question is. Okay, so by the time we finish our trip, B will have spent all our savings. Okay, so the correct answer is will have spent. I have also added some screenshots from the previous year questions so that you can get the idea that this kind of interface would be there in the exam section. The exam will be online, because okay, and if you are giving on campus, if you are appearing for on campus Cognizant, then you will have center, but if you are preparing for off campus, then the exam will happen in online mode itself. Okay, and the interface would be like this. The question is, the proceeds from the fundraiser blank towards stray animals. So the proceeds from the fundraiser, the correct answer is go, not goes. This is wrong. The correct answer for this question is go. Why? Well, the correct sentence would be, the proceeds from the fundraiser go towards stray animals. Why go? Because proceeds, we are talking about proceeds in this question. Okay, proceeds, we are talking about proceeds, and proceeds is plural, and with plural subject we use go, not goes. Other sentences for this concept is, the funds go to charity. Why? Because funds is plural, that's why we are using go. The proceeds go to a good cause. Why? Because proceeds is a plural, that's why we are using go. Next question is, there blank some updates that we would like to share. So they are talking about updates. Okay, so in this sentence they are talking about updates, and updates is a plural. That's why the correct answer is are. So the correct sentence would be there are some updates that we would like to share. Next question is my car blank on very little fuel. So my car runs. Why? Because my car is a singular noun. That's why we are using runs. So the correct sentence would be my car runs on very little fuel. The next second type of question will be you have to choose appropriate article. Okay, in first type you have to choose a correct form of verb. In second type you have to choose appropriate article. So the question would be read the sentence and fill in the blank with the appropriate article. Question is I cannot find a blank book Sandrine gave me. Okay, and you have to choose answer from given options. So what would be the correct article for this? So here in this sentence we are talking about a book, and what book? That is Sandrine give me. So we are talking about a specific book, and with specific things we use the. So the answer for this question is the, and correct sentence would be I cannot find the book Sandrine gave me. Is it okay? Next question is there is blank album in the chest. I love it because it takes me back to my childhood. So here we have to choose from these options. So as you can see, you have to add a article before album. Album starts with a vowel. So many would say that the correct answer is N, but N is wrong. Why? Because when we pronounce album, the initial sound is L, and L is not a vowel. So the correct answer is A. This is a rule with articles. uh, it doesn't matter the word is starting from a vowel or consonant. If that word initial sound is vowel, then you have to use N, and if that word initial sound is a consonant, then you have to use A. Okay. So the correct sentence will be there is a album in the chest. I love it because it takes me back to my childhood. Okay. Next question is I have developed blank app for weight loss. Blank app is free to use, and you have to choose from these given options. So what will be the answer? The answer will be A itself. Why? Because I have developed an app. When we say app, okay, that's why the answer for this fill in the blank is N. And here we are talking about a specific app that used for weight loss. That's why we have to use the for in this second blank. Okay, then the correct sentence will be I have developed an app for weight loss. The app is free to use. Next question is she visited blank United States of America 2 months ago. So as we all know that with a country name we always use the. Second question is Valinda has blank earache. When we say earache, so it's a vowel sound. So the correct answer is N. Belinda has an earache. Next question is a blank technology progresses every day. So the answer for this question is B. No article. Why? Because technology is an uncountable noun, and with uncountable noun we don't use articles. So and we also uses this sentence very rapidly in general that technology progresses every day. We don't use any article in front of technology. Okay, got it. I have also mentioned reasons for answers for difficult questions. Like second question, I have given answer and the reason. For third question, I have mentioned answer and a reason. And for fourth itself, I have mentioned a reason, answer and reason, and 5 and 6 itself. Okay, done. Next type of question will be, you have to use appropriate preposition. Okay, so fill in the blank with the most appropriate preposition. Question is, I'm feeling cold, please switch the fan. So answer will be off. Why? Because the correct phrase verb is switch off. And what is the meaning of switch off? To turn something off. Okay. Next question is, hearing his name, Peter walked to the counter. So what will be in this fill in the blank? So the answer is upon. Why? Because upon hearing is the correct phrase used to mean as soon as he heard. Okay. Upon hearing his name, Peter walked to the counter. Next question is, we passed blank a long tunnel some time ago. So the answer will be through. Why? Because when we talk about words like tunnels, forest, doors, we use through. Okay, you pass through something when you enter from one side and exit the other. So the answer is through, and the sentence will be, we passed through a long tunnel some time ago. Next question is, but what is the genesis of this? Where does it stem? So the answer is from. But what is the genesis of this? Where does it stem from? Why? Because the phrase is always stem from, and the meaning for this stem from is originate from, originating from somewhere or something. Next question is, a blank having high fever, I still went to office today. So answer for this fill in the blank is despite. In this somebody has chosen instead of, but the answer for this fill in the blank is, you will have options here. Okay, you will have option for every question, so you have to choose from given options. So the correct sentence will be, despite having high fever, I still went to office today. Why despite? Because despite plus a noun, noun and verb ing form is the correct structure for showing contrast. Okay, so the answer is despite. Next question is, Mary Ann loves blank dress well. You have to choose from given options. So the answer for this is 2. Mary Ann loves to dress well. Okay, correct sentence is, Mary Ann loves to dress well. Why do? Because after the verb loves, when we talk about an action, we use to infinitive. Others example, loves to dance, loves to cook, loves to dress well. Okay, so next type of questions will be, you have to choose appropriate tenses. So the question will be, read the sentences and fill in the blank with the appropriate tenses. The question is, they blank the meeting by the time I blank the room. So the correct answer for this question is, they had concluded the meeting by the time I entered the room. So they had concluded. For this fill in the blanks, answer is had concluded, and for this fill in the blank, answer is entered. Why? Let's see the reason. So whenever there is a by the time in the sentence, it indicates that one action happened before the other. One action has already happened before other action. Okay, and the earlier action takes a past perfect tense and the later action takes a simple past. So whenever a sentence has two actions, so the action that has happened earlier, जो एक्शन पहले हो चुका है उसके साथ हम पास्ट परफेक्ट टेंस यूज करते हैं, और जो एक्शन बाद में हुआ है मीन्स लेटर एक्शन, उसके साथ हम सिंपल पास्ट यूज करते हैं. Okay, so this is a very famous type of question. So please remember that with earlier action we use past perfect, and with later action we use simple past. Okay. Next question is, by the time they reached home, it blank to rain. Answer is, by the time they reached home, it had started to rain. This is also same concept. Okay, again we compare two past actions. Rain started earlier. By the time they reached home, जब तक वो घर पहुँचे, इट हैड स्टार्टेड टू रेन. रेन होना ऑलरेडी स्टार्ट हो चुका था, तो रेन का होना इज़ अ फर्स्ट एक्शन. सो फॉर दैट फर्स्ट एक्शन वी यूज इज पास्ट परफेक्ट, एंड देन दे रीच द होम. reach the home is a later action, that's why they use simple past. Okay, I hope you guys got the concept. Question is, if she blank careful with her cold, it blank completely by now. Okay, so concept is a third conditional. This type of question, the concept uses for this type of question is called a third conditional. Why? Because here we are talking about imaginary condition. Like if she blank careful with her cold, it blank completely by now. अगर उसने अपना ध्यान रखा होता तो वो अब तक ठीक हो जाती. वो ठीक हुई नहीं है. वी आर जस्ट इमेजिनिंग. So this is a unreal past situation. So we use the third conditional to talk about a situation in the past that did not happen, and its imagined result. So structure for these kind of questions is if plus had plus a past participle, and in a later action you have to use would have plus a past participle. Example, if she had studied, she would have passed. अगर वो ऐसा कर रही होती तो ऐसा हो जाता. ऐसा हो जाता वाले सेंटेंस में वी हैव टू फॉलो द स्ट्रक्चर would have. एंड अगर वो ऐसा कर रही होती या अगर वो ऐसा कर रहा होता वाले सेंटेंस में वी हैव टू फॉलो द स्ट्रक्चर हैड प्लस वर्ब थर्ड फॉर्म. ओके, so this is a example for these kind of questions. And how to identify this third this situation, this unreal past situation in questions. I have mentioned two clues. First is a past mistake or action that didn't happen. You have to identify that is the sentence talking about a action that didn't even have happened. So if this is a clue in the sentence, and the second clue is present or current result. So phrases like why, now, today, at present, these shows the imaginary result. We are talking about today. So when these two clues appear together, it must be a third conditional. Okay, so with this situation you have to use this structure: if plus had plus past participle, and would have plus past participle. So these were all previous questions from grammar section for Cognizant Communication Assessment Round. I hope these questions will help you to prepare for your placements.